Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Ty, back at it again with another Apex Legends video. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing you the best assault rifle to use inside of Apex Legends. Now, this may vary just a little bit depending on the play style that you like to have, or maybe just the guns that you like or dislike, whatever. So, I'm going to be going into the damage output by each gun and certain attachments on the guns. So, with the assault rifles, you have the double tap on the G7 Scout, you have Anvil receiver on the R301, and both the flatline as well. So, those two guns, I'm going to do a baseline test without the Anvil receiver, and then I'm going to do a test with the Anvil receiver. And using that attachment is kind of very situational and probably more late game based than early game, because if you have an R301 and a flatline that's automatic, you definitely do not want to be using the Anvil receiver. You could have it equipped, just don't have the single fire shot on, because you're not going to win the gunfights up close if you're single firing. So we're going to get right into the test. So I'm starting off with the R301 and the G7 Scout. I have my chopsticks here, the heirloom on Lifeline, which is insane. I love bopping kids in the head when they're pretty low. It's funny when they die. All right, so we're going to get right into it. So a baseline headshot on the G7 Scout hits for 60 damage. It takes 4 shots to kill someone. This is all baseline. There's no other attachments on the gun. To the chest, you will hit someone for 34 damage, and it takes about 6 shots to kill. So it did receive a nerf in the recent patch as well, so that could be a big pointer as to why it's not doing as much. And the foot's just a lost cause. But let's go right into the R301. The R301, it was giving me weird like hit regs on the dummy here. It would go from 28 to like 14, and it was kind of weird. So for the chest shot, it hit for 28, and then the foot, it literally takes 2 clips to hit and kill someone in the foot. Like, you have to shoot an entire 18 rounds without any extended mag on it, and shoot an extra 2 bullets at the end and hit all leg or foot shots on someone. So the R301 is definitely not something that you want to aim low with. The G7 Scout did receive a bit of a nerf, but it is still pretty decent if you can manage to hit your shots, and that only gets better if you have the double tap. And then Anvil receiver on the R301, it's alright. It's really nothing special unless you hit your headshots. If you're someone that can hit headshots, or if you're someone that plays on the PC and you can just nail those headshots, I definitely recommend it. So as you can see here, it's 2 shots simultaneously, so back to back, and it hits for 120 to the head, and it is 68 to the body. The only difference that the double tap will make with this gun is that it just improves fire rate. That's all it does. It does not increase damage or anything else. So double tap is definitely worth it on the G7. Anvil receiver on the R301 for 70 a headshot and 35 a body shot. So you saw the drastic drop off there from a headshot to a body shot. So you definitely want to hit those headshots with the Anvil receiver. And it only hit for 32 to the foot. So it did increase the foot damage. But at the same time, if you can do 70 a headshot damage, why would you want to hit 32 to the foot? So we're going to get right into the next weapon, which is going to be the flatline and the hemlock. So with these 2 weapons, the flatline is actually capable of running the Anvil receiver as well. The hemlock is not. So the hemlock assault rifle does not do that much damage. If you have it in burst mode, it is 4 bursts to the foot. If you have it in single fire mode to the head, it hits for 44 a headshot and takes about 6 shots to the head to kill someone. So if you have it in single fire mode, and we're looking at the damage per bullet, it's 22 damage per bullet to the chest as well. So the hemlock on single fire isn't horrible, but you have to be able to have a good trigger finger if you want to actually kill them. So this is the flatline without Anvil receiver. Chest shot hits for 19, as you saw the headshot hit for 60. It's not too bad. It did receive a nerf a while back, and it doesn't do as much damage as it used to. So as you can tell, to the foot, it takes a ridiculous amount of shots. It takes pretty much 15 shots to the foot to kill. This is with Anvil receiver on. To the headshot, it's 86 damage now. Now, it's only 3 shots of 86 to kill someone with the Anvil receiver on. Drop down to the chest, it's only 43. And then you go to the foot, and it takes a ridiculous amount of bullets as well again. So, the takeaway from this would be that Anvil receiver is definitely good far away and more late game oriented. I don't necessarily think it would be good in final circle, like really small, tight situations, just because it's really slow fire rate and it doesn't have the capability to mow people down. So that is all the assault rifles inside of Apex Legends, guys. I hope you guys got a bit of an idea of the damage that each one can do and the capabilities per attachment that each assault rifle has inside of the game. Personally, I prefer the G7 Scout over every other assault rifle in the game just because it mows people down, especially with that double tap trigger. The Hemlock, although I do love the Hemlock as well. If you put it on single fire and you can hit your shots and you have a decent trigger finger, the Hemlock is also a great option, especially when you get an extended mag. But that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope I gave you kind of a baseline idea of what's going on in this video. You're staying safe, and I hope all of you enjoyed the video. With that being said, it is Ty, guys, and I will catch all y'all in the next video. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me